here today with Alexis Strickland
and Brooke Parker. Welcome to our first episode of our new series, Live Literature with A and B. Today we're coming to you from downtown Toronto with some exciting new stuff on this fine Thursday. Our new series revolves around comparing The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald to the one and only Shakespeare's Macbeth, so don't go anywhere.
When we posted a survey on our website, www.liveliteratureWithAandB.com, you guys decided that the idea of self-destruction was the strongest point of comparison between J. Gatsby and Macbeth.
So, in relation to self-destruction, we will be discussing Gatsby's and Macbeth's beliefs in unrealistic dreams and their lack of control of emotion when it comes to their ambition.
In F. Scott Fitzgerald's novel, The Great Gatsby, the main character, J. Gatsby, falls in love with a wealthy, beautiful girl named Daisy. When Gatsby had to leave for the war, Daisy found another man, Tom Buchanan, who she married, leaving Gatsby to return after 5 years, having never moved on from his true love. Gatsby builds a mansion directly across the bay from Daisy and throws extravagant parties in hopes that Daisy will attend one, despite her being married with a daughter.
On the other hand, in Shakespeare's Macbeth, the main character Macbeth believes in the witch's prophecies, which includes him becoming ultimately King of Scotland. This alludes him to eliminate anyone or anything that may possibly interfere with his prophecy coming true. He becomes irrational and is no longer in touch with reality.
Although both novels appear to be completely different in relation to their context, both characters face the same degree of challenges, which ultimately leads them to a negative outcome. For starters, in The Great Gatsby, J. Gatsby confides in his close friend Nick Carraway about wanting to win Daisy back, as well as repeating the past. When Nick tries to convince Gatsby that the idea of expecting Daisy to rewind 5 years and pick up where they left off is completely unrealistic and ultimately a selfish thing of Gatsby to be asking, Gatsby becomes very defensive.
I've gotten all these things for her. I've gotten all these things for her. Now she just wants to run away. She wants to leave that. Jay, you can't repeat the past. Can't repeat the past? No. Why, of course you can. Of course you can.
Gatsby's attitude towards Nick's words reveal how naive he is at this point in the novel. Gatsby has this unrealistic notion that Daisy must tell Tom that she never loved him. He also expects her to abandon her life and return to her hometown of Louisville. Gatsby's mind is so set on doing this exactly as he imagined it, which results in Daisy retreating back to her money and wealth with Tom Buchanan.
Similarly, Macbeth also believed in unattainable dreams, which led to his inevitable downfall. Towards the end of the play, despite all of Scotland turning against Macbeth, he still falsely believes that he can ultimately conquer everyone while still living his dream of being king. I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet.
Despite Macbeth having no chance at winning this battle, he still never allows his dream to die, even though his own life is now on the line. Like Gatsby, Macbeth too is naive and still believes he can fulfill the dream that will be forever unreachable. They are both in too deep into themselves, and what they desire, they don't realize that their stubbornness is ultimately what leads them to their self-destruction.
In addition to what we just discussed, it is undeniable that both Gatsby and Macbeth are unable to control their emotions when it comes to their ambition. For example, Gatsby's ambition leads him to revolving his life around a married woman. He lets his ambition dictate everything that he does within the novel, especially when Gatsby expresses to Nick his extreme devotion to his beloved Daisy.
That falling in love would change his destiny forever. And I just let myself go.
Gatsby allows his emotions to control his fate, which ends up destroying who he is.
On the other hand, when Banquo, Macbeth's close friend, brings up the point of him refusing to ever become disloyal to the king, despite the temptation brought forth by the witches, Macbeth feels the opposite. In contrast to Banquo, Macbeth cannot deny his desire to become king, despite the troubles he may face by allowing his emotions to lead him. Macbeth then proceeds to execute all that could possibly get in the way of living out his desires. His ambition results in his own self-destruction.
both characters, it is often hard to feel remorse for the way their lives play out due to the fact that they brought it upon themselves. Both Gatsby and Macbeth leave it up to their unattainable dreams and ambitious emotions to determine the way their lives end. Overall, Gatsby and Macbeth's irrational actions reveal that they are responsible for their outcome of self-destruction.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Comparing Both Famous Pieces of Literature. Tune in next week for some more deep analysis of literature. Shout out to our biggest fan and our only viewer, Miss Belmore, for making this podcast possible.
See you next time!